Hello again, everyone. Welcome into our In the Money podcast for KeenelandSelect.com. Tom Leach in Dallas with the Wildcats, along with Jim Goodman there at Keeneland, the director of simulcasting, as we take a look at Saturday's feature race, the 9th race on the card. It's the Grade 1 Central Bank Ashland Stakes. 3-year-old fillies at 1 mile and a 16th, and a prep for the Kentucky Oaks next month at Churchill. And a really nice field that's been put together by the racing secretary, Ben Huffman. And, Jim, we've got a horse that was in the Breeders' Cup top 3 last year in Testarossa in her race. In here, you got a Ramsey horse named for Mary Lou Whitney. Where did you go?
Well, that's my top 2 right there. There's very little synthetic form in here, so you have to look at, we just announced a couple of days ago that this is the last meet that we'll be running on synthetic. A lot of times horses that have good turf form carried over to synthetic, so that's what I'm hoping with Testarossa. Second in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Filly Turf last year, and she's won 5 of 6, so I have no reason to believe she won't like the polytrack. So I'm going to take her in the Central Bank Ashland. Kenny Ramsey is always tough here, and I think he may be one of the people who's not happy the polytrack's going away, because Thank You Mary Lou was very impressive, 7 furlongs on the dirt. I think she'll run well here. And the intriguing horse to me is Rosalind. Rosario goes here instead of Room Service. I'd also use Room Service in our pick 4, but I just picked Rosalind as a third choice for Kenny McPeak. She's not in great form, but second off a layoff. She ran a couple Grade 1s last year, and she actually only got beat a half a length by She's a Tiger and Ria Antonio in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. So I'm going to take Rosalind as possibly a price in here, but that's my 3 choices. Actually, Rosalind is where I landed here. Figured that she had to need the race in late February, and she had a little bit of trouble in there anyway. And then I did an interview with Kenny McPeak for the Keeneland YouTube channel, and she worked in 46-2 on Tuesday on the Keeneland Polytrack, and she ran second in the Darley Alcibiades over it last year, so she knows she likes it from that race and the workout. You think she's sitting on a big race, and because of the price, that draws me to Rosalind as well, since I think she's got a good shot, and the price is going to be nice because I think Testarossa and Thank You Mary Lou are both going to take a good bit of money. So the 8 Rosalind for me, and I'll key her at exactas with the 5 Thank You Mary Lou, the 6 Testarossa, and also the 9 Candy Kitty. And that's part of the late pick 4, which we take a look at in these Keeneland Daily podcasts. So that's race 7, and I started out with 3 horses in the first leg. Jagger M, who's won over the track before, always a good angle, and then I used the 3 and the 9 Forward Thinker and Lay It Down. Jagger M is 7. In the 8th race, I singled Maya Sotis Dan. I was real impressed with the race he won here last fall, and last race coming into this spot was a good one as well. So I'm going to single him, keep the ticket under $50, which I usually try to do. Then in the feature, I'll take Rosalind, Testarossa, and Thank You Mary Lou, and then 4 horses in the last race. Satisfaction for, I think it's for Sugar McGahee. Then it's the 4, 6 is Spring Reason, 7 is Ardingly, and the 2 is Canny Nanny. So it's 3-7-9 with 10, with 5-6-8, with 2-4-6-7 for me. 3x3x4 is a $36 ticket for $1. What about you? I'm going to give you exactly what I'm going to bet. So if you take this advice, I'm going to bet this if I get a chance to on Saturday. I'm going to single Lay It Down in the first race for Ramsey. 1 for 1 in synthetic. Ought to just love the track, and I think sets up very well from the outside post, the 9 horse. And I'm going to single Maya Sotis Dan in the second race. That horse won here in the spring. If you watch Horse Players TV show, that's actually the horse that they all had at 16-1, and Brereton Jones did a little hop and skip in the winner's circle. If you saw that, so I'm going to say that he's going to love this track again. So I'm going to go single. And then I'm going to take the 3 horses that we talked about, Thank You Mary Lou, Testarossa, and Rosalind, and probably a couple others in the 9th race, and I'm going to go all in the 10th. So as deep as you want to go, I'm just going to try to be covered going the 10th. It's nice to have all in the last race in a pick 4. That is the ultimate can't-lose situation if you can get the first 3. And that will guarantee, of course, that the favorite will win the last race if you're lucky. Absolutely. That's the way it works. Make sure to keep your accounts funded here at KeenelandSelect.com. You're watching basketball, obviously, this weekend, and you can always get a bet. And don't forget about our podcast of the Saturday Stakes races in New York and California. Check that out as well.
And we wish you best of luck. We'll have another one of these podcasts for the Sunday card, Military Day at Keeneland.